You know, when we're accelerating in our car on the track, there's sort of this something inside us that tells us we got to take every shift right to the red line. And sometimes that's the fastest way to accelerate. But there's a lot of cars where if you shift before the red line, before the maximum RPMs, your car will actually accelerate faster. And you know, without getting into looking at dyno sheets from your engine builder and all sorts of things, there's no way that you can really tell for sure other than becoming very, very sensitive to it. So if you really pay attention to the acceleration, the rate of acceleration, our body has the ability to sense that. And we feel the acceleration, and sometimes even when the engine's revving, and sometimes it sounds like it's going faster because it's making more noise, but you actually feel like, whoa, I'm not accelerating as fast as I was before. We're sensing the G-forces in our body, and it's telling us we're not actually accelerating at the same rate as we were before. And that's why we need to pay attention to that, because sometimes doing what we call short shifting, shifting slightly before red line, is a benefit. That's one area of using short shifting, is just simply to accelerate faster. The second area that we use short shifting is sometimes in between turns. There are times on some tracks in some cars where you're just kind of at an awkward RPM range where you know, if you held on to that second gear, for example, coming through this corner, you would be right at the maximum RPM in the middle of that next corner, and then you'd have to be trying to shift in the middle of that corner, which is pretty awkward and unbalances the car and things. So you're actually better off to shift up into third gear earlier, and that might require shifting at something much less than the maximum RPM prior to. But because of that, the car is more balanced, it's settled, and you've got two hands back on the wheel, and you're focused on driving the car at the limit and not trying to fight dealing with shifting gears. So those are the two times when short shifting is a benefit, to help the car accelerate faster at times, and sometimes just getting the car into a gear that you can use all the way through the next section of the track without having to make a change right in the middle of a corner.